Hi, this is Pete Thomas from NBC's The Biggest Loser Season 2. I'm in downtown Detroit today, and this is day 4 of The Biggest Loser casting callbacks. The contestants who came out over the weekend here in Detroit, we had over 1,132 people come out and stand out in 14-degree weather to get a 2-minute interview with casting directors. And because of that effort, about 28 folks actually have a chance to come back and have private one-on-one interviews with the casting director. So we're at a beautiful Book Cadillac Hotel. And so we've got all kind of, distractions, but we're going to focus and give you guys a good report about last night's show. I'm just feeling so good and giddy about the people that have come through here the last couple of days, for their opportunity to be on the show. Speaking of feeling good, this is the Feel Good episode of The Biggest Loser. Now, right off the bat, they start off with a cooking challenge, so it's kind of odd, because typically when you get really this big, you don't know how to cook well, especially not healthy or with the caloric conscience. But they start off and they have Rocco DiSpirito, who might as well be called the Biggest Loser chef by now. He's appeared on the show so many times. He comes through and he challenges the contestants to cook something that's both tastes good and has minimal amount of calories. In the end, the black team wins. And Laura on the black team gets an opportunity to have 2 extra votes at this week's weigh-in. Then we go to the actual good challenge, the Feel Good challenge, because all the contestants, they go to a food bank and they are compiling different foods, and they end up putting the foods into a bag, and they put the bags into a bin and have to load up the bins. And in the end, any team that Tara is on is going to win a challenge, because their teamwork, though, of the black team is just impeccable. And the winnings for that, they win. Each member of the team wins a year's worth of groceries. And so we can see them, packing up food for the homeless. And then, in a nice little twist, we see that Mike, who won on the black team, won those year's worth of groceries. He decides that he's going to give his groceries to Aubrey, who has a house full of kids. Just a very touching moment. And then Aubrey talks about the fact that at some point she had to go and get food. She had to go get assistance of that type. So it's really a neat little twist. But then we've got to go to the last chance workout. And we see the dynamics. Bob is really pushing Mandy to new levels. And we see that Sione is working with Jillian and actually gets slightly injured. But we see them pounding on it, pounding away, working hard. And then Jillian trying to get through to Laura to tell her that she really needs to push herself to new heights, to push herself to new limits. So it's really interesting dynamics. Some people actually, Tara thinks that that's the worst thing that you could do to a person, is really challenge them like that. But Jillian mentioned something. She mentioned something very factual. The worst thing that you can do is to actually ignore a contestant. When you ignore a contestant as a trainer, that's the ultimate diss. That means there's no hope for you. You're not going to put things together. You're not going to give it your all. So I'm glad that Jillian is spending the time with Laura, and we'll see how things turn out. And then, now here's the deal. I'm looking at my clock and I realize that the weigh-in is coming later in the hour. And so I know off the bat that something is awry. Something is going to happen here at the weigh-in. And sure enough, the contestants find out that they're all going to weigh in as They're all going to weigh in as a group. And as a group, if they've all lost 1 pound per day, everybody gets to stay home. Everybody's safe. And so contestants get up and they've lost 3 pounds, and we see another contestant losing 7, and they're doing good. And then all of a sudden, I feel like I'm watching 24. I expect Jack Bauer to come out all of a sudden, because NBC leaves me with an incredible cliffhanger. Mike's standing on the scale, and he needs to basically make up his own weight and some weight for the others. And so he has to lose 9 pounds. So again, we're left hanging on the line to see what will happen next week. Again, I've just got a feeling that all of them are going to end up staying there an additional week, because there are other things that go on behind the scenes. You have the contestant gets voted off, and then they have to do a press conference call and all of these other things, and then next week they have to appear on Tuesday morning on NBC's Today Show. You've got all these things that have to go on. Since none of those things went on this week, it's my speculation that nobody got voted off, that Mike's going to pull like a 10 spot or something, and everybody's going to be safe. Just my pure speculation. I have no insider information on that. I don't. I had a great opportunity this last week to talk to the contestants, all the contestants on this season show. And it was really cool. We actually challenged each other to run our fastest 5K possible. 5K is 3.1 miles. And so I got mine in today. Sione is a beast. Kristen, we've got Jerry and Estella. Everybody has put in, and Carla, they've all put in their 5K, their 3.1 miles. So I'll extend that challenge out to you. Do something this week to make yourself feel proud. You know, do something in the gym that you haven't done before. We all were given the assignment, run 3.1 miles nonstop if you haven't done it before. If you've done it before, run 3.1 miles as fast as possible. And I'll see you guys next week. Again, this is Pete Thomas at Going Gonzo blog at mlive.com for the Grand Rapids Press. Talk to you soon. Have a great week. Check out the website. Upcoming casting calls are still coming up in the next few weeks. Check out the website, winningman.com. Talk to you soon.